While only 3 countries have so far managed to build 5th-gen aircraft, the world is now moving toward the newer 6th generation. This has forced the United States to accelerate its efforts too, in order to maintain its dominance over the fighting area. Engineers are constantly pushing the frontiers of their capabilities, and this is why, although many other countries like China and Japan are already working on fantastic planes, the United States remains in the lead for the time being. Their new fighter can, on paper, blow all its competitors out of the water. Let's see what the new NGAD fighter can offer. The first feature that distinguishes the 6th generation fighter is its setup, which the Northrop Grumman engineers worked hard on. The aircraft, as a result, is the pinnacle of stealth, speed, and comfort. The fighter has been completely streamlined from the cockpit environment, both inside and out, and should serve as a technological reference point for competitors. One example of its incredible technology is its unique stealth coating, which does more than just deflect radar frequencies. It, surprisingly, can also deflect lasers. The famed SR-71 Blackbird aided in the development of this one-of-a-kind skin, which employs a special paint that dissipates heat throughout the airframe. The same tech will help the NGAD scatter laser beams. The top speed of the fighter will exceed that of the F-35 Lightning II, allowing it to fly faster than 1,300 miles per hour. Engineers have also created a strong radar that works in tandem with infrared for intelligence collection. It is even capable of reading hostile information over obstructions. It can be deployed against targets that cannot be ordinarily seen visually, whether owing to weather, fog, haze, or some other factor. Then, there's also the swarm of kamikaze drones, which once activated, will independently identify and destroy the target while navigating through the safest route. When a target is chosen, the drone descends from above at breakneck speed. Even a hardened bunker cannot sustain such a meteoric hit. But this was just one weapon on this one-of-a-kind craft. The arsenal also has 550-pound long-range anti-tank shells, as well as a special air-to-air warhead that can fly up to 2,500 miles per hour for special tasks. In the weapons bay beneath the plane, 6 medium-range radar-guided missiles are stored. The most interesting weapon, the much-awaited laser guns. And although we don't yet know their real capability as of yet, it's safe to presume that the laser installations will be more focused on defense, deflecting missiles in drone strikes. The environment is evolving, so the threat is shifting, and as a result, we're looking into laser-directed energy weapons. Other countries have invested in the tech aboard their ships, but what the US is attempting is to integrate it on air platform. As a result, this would be the first fast jet equipped with a laser-directed energy weapon. While all these developments may seem very interesting, the onboard operations must be tracked and managed efficiently, for at very high speeds, the pilots simply cannot react to the environment fast enough. But this is where augmented reality comes into play. Smart headgear using the SET technology is being deployed in the British Tempest, and the NGAD fighter might follow the same approach more or less. The headgear will stream data from hundreds of sensors directly into the pilot's head, effectively connecting the pilot's brain to the aircraft. Human brain impulses and other medical data will be read by sensors in the pilot's helmet, and this will help it amass a database of a certain pilot's unique psychometric data. Then, the onboard computer can intervene and take control accordingly. In contrast to cockpits of the past, which relied on physical instrumentation and windows to function, this newer version would function in a radically different way. But there's also some skepticism over what would take place in the event that it was to fail, and there are issues regarding whether or not there would need to be real buttons. Speaking of the British fighter, like the NGAD, it is also invisible to radar and can be operated by artificial intelligence and armed with lasers. However, the former outperforms its competition in terms of modernization and simplicity. The designers sought to create a new fighter with technologies that could be upgraded as easily as downloading an app to a smartphone. This will allow the Tempest to constantly be relevant and adapt to unique needs in the future. A pilot could simply load the required parameters and take off on autopilot, knowing that the aircraft is completely equipped for even the most extreme conditions. The complex new system will necessitate superior engines designed by Rolls-Royce, and they will not only be in charge of the aircraft's flying, but also of its whole digital operation. Engineers at Rolls-Royce are exploring ways to dissipate heat while still preserving enough power to power all of the Tempest's digital devices. Next up, we have Russia, which is developing its 6th-generation fighter technology as well. But their idea is somewhat different. Russians are working on a supersonic drone, the S-70, commonly known as a Kotnik or Hunter, intended to compete for air superiority. Similar innovations have existed for a long time. and there have even been some ultra-fast vehicles, such as the Taranis, but the Hunters, the world's first hypersonic drone, are the first of their kind, capable of traveling 3,700 miles and reaching speeds of more than 870 miles per hour. The drone is faster than several existing aircraft, including the Tempest. It is outfitted with cutting-edge artificial intelligence and is capable of fighting independently in any combat situation. The drone is also outfitted with a stealth skin that protects it from enemy radar. However, the S-70's weakness is its limited arsenal of weapons and a lack of a robust defense system. A single missile may ruin such a costly and promising project, so for the time being, it is not up to par with the United States. China has, as most would expect already, also decided to develop its own fighter aircraft as well. The J-20, as it is known, first appeared to be a replica of a foreign aircraft, but more and more interesting elements have recently emerged. According to some sources, the Chinese aircraft is equipped with a specially built drone, capable of producing an electromagnetic field that blocks enemy radar. If the J-20 sensors detect even the smallest amount of radar output, artificial intelligence activates the drone, causing it to emit bursts of blocker waves, which act as a kind of protective screen, preventing the enemy from discovering the jet. At this time, nothing else is known about the aircraft's qualities. And last but not least, we have Japan, a country not afraid to share information about its new Mitsubishi FX. Many allied countries, including Italy, the United States, and the United Kingdom, contributed to the development of this craft, while Rolls-Royce has provided the Mitsubishi FX with an exceptionally powerful engine, capable of reaching speeds of 1,500 miles per hour. For the armaments, we have a variety of projectiles, including incredibly fast, two-stage air-to-air missiles that can travel at nearly 1,800 miles per hour. The developers also intend to outfit the aircraft with a one-of-a-kind defense system, holograms. Such systems would generate dozens of digital duplicates of the aircraft and the same thermal signature, potentially misleading radars and heat-seeking missiles. However, at the present, it is only a notion that needs to be translated. With the mind-boggling technologies we are seeing already, it is literally impossible to predict what we might get to witness in the future. In any event, considering what technologies are employed already, which of these jets would you think would win if they went toe-to-toe? Would the NGAD be victorious, or would the Tempest? Or is it the FX or J-20? What is your personal opinion? Tell us in the comments below. This brings us to the end of this video. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and sharing so we can keep bringing more content like this. See you next time.